Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the hidden language of corporate America. Today we have a filing from Fannie Mae that is packed with quite a bit of executive shake-up news. So, on the 22nd of October of 2025, Fannie Mae announced some significant changes at the very top. And let me tell you, it was like a quiet earthquake in the corporate world. The big news is that Priscilla Almodovar is stepping down as the President and Chief Executive Officer, and she is also leaving the company's board of directors. This is a pretty big deal for any company, especially one as influential as Fannie Mae. When a CEO leaves, it always raises questions about the company's direction and future plans. From the filing, it looks like Ms. Almodovar received a departure package. While it is not uncommon for executives to get severance, the details here are worth noting. She is set to receive $1.2 million, which is 2 years of her base salary. On top of that, she'll get 12 months of paid medical and dental coverage, and 6 months of outplacement services to help her find her next role. This kind of package shows that her departure was likely handled with an agreement, where she also agreed to release certain claims against the company. But the story does not end there. Fannie Mae has appointed Peter Akwaboah to step in as the acting Chief Executive Officer. He will be juggling this new role with his current position as Chief Operating Officer. This appointment is still pending approval from the US Federal Housing Finance Agency, or FHA for short. Mr. Akwaboah is 56 years old and has been with Fannie Mae since May 2024 as the Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer. His role involves overseeing a lot of key operational areas like the Chief Information Office, Enterprise Security and Resilience, Operations and Human Resources. The filing highlights his nearly 30 years of experience in financial services, focusing on transforming operations and technology on a global scale. Before Fannie Mae, he had a long 10-year tenure at Morgan Stanley, serving in various leadership roles including Chief Operating Officer of Technology and Head of Innovation. He was also involved in industry advancements as a member of the Federal Reserve Bank's Payments Risk Committee. This background suggests he is a seasoned executive with a deep understanding of how to run complex organizations. The leadership changes don't stop with the CEO. Fannie Mae has also brought in John Roscoe and Brandon Hamara as co-presidents. These appointments are also subject to FHA approval. Mr. Hamara will also continue to be a member of the board of directors. Mr. Roscoe, who is 41, has been with Fannie Mae since April of this year as the Executive Vice President for Operations and Public Relations. His background includes advising and running organizations in both the private sector and federal government, with a strong focus on the housing finance industry. He previously led North Star Navigators and served as Chief of Staff at the US Federal Housing Finance Agency, where he managed high-level initiatives and engagements with mortgage market participants. He even served at the White House as a special assistant to the president. Mr. Hamara, who is 38, has been on Fannie Mae's board of directors and also holds the position of Senior Vice President and Head of Operations for Single-Family and Multifamily since October of this year. Before joining Fannie Mae, he worked at TriPoint Homes and other national home builders. He also has experience as an adjunct professor teaching real estate and finance. Interestingly, Mr. Hamara was also a member of the board of directors for Freddie Mac, the Federal Home Loan Mortgage Corporation, from March to October 2025. It is quite a mix of experience moving into these top roles. Now, one thing to note is that as of the date of this filing, the company hasn't yet figured out if there are any specific transactions or relationships involving Mr. Roscoe or Mr. Hamara that need to be disclosed under a specific regulation called Item 404. Of Regulation SK, they mentioned that they will provide this information in an amendment to the report if it's determined to be necessary. This is a standard disclosure requirement to ensure transparency about any potential conflicts of interest or related party dealings. Overall, this filing from Fannie Mae, the Federal National Mortgage Association, focuses heavily on these significant executive leadership shifts. While there aren't detailed financial tables in this particular section of the report that we're dissecting today, these kinds of leadership changes often signal a shift in strategy or priorities for the company. The appointment of an acting CEO and co-presidents, especially with the FHFA's approval pending, suggests a transitional period. The company's stability and its role in the housing market are closely watched, so these changes will undoubtedly have implications. The departure of a CEO and the appointment of new leaders create a period of uncertainty that investors and stakeholders will be observing closely. The focus now will be on how the new leadership team navigates the company forward and whether their strategies align with the broader goals of the housing finance sector. Looking at this from a high level, Fannie Mae is a massive entity. When its leadership changes, especially in such a significant way, it's a big signal. The appointment of an acting CEO with a strong operations background like Mr. Akwaboah suggests a focus on maintaining stability and efficiency during this transition. The addition of co-presidents, one with deep experience in government and housing policy and another with a robust background in real estate development and finance, indicates a potential dual focus on regulatory navigation and operational growth. The fact that these appointments are subject to FHA approval is also crucial, as this government oversight body plays a significant role in Fannie Mae's operations. The compensation package for the outgoing CEO, while substantial, is not out of the realm of what might be expected for a CEO of a company of this magnitude. What we really need to watch for in future filings is how this new leadership team articulates their vision and strategy, and how the company performs under their direction, especially concerning its core mission of supporting the housing market. The lack of immediate disclosure on related party transactions for the new co-presidents, while standard for now, is something to keep an eye on as further details emerge. Alright, that is our breakdown of this Fannie Mae filing. What is your take on these executive changes and what they might mean for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments if this analysis was valuable. Hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. And don't forget to check out our Discord community linked in the description below for more engaging discussions. Thanks for watching. See you next time.